morning, everybody. Today is actually probably afternoon when you're seeing this. I am doing a video which I'm very excited for because I think it's going to be very helpful for moms. It's 10 messes. Hey everyone, this is future Sophie just popping on here to say it actually wound up being 5 messes because I got way too tired and the video got way too long. So part 2 will be the next 5 messes that I picked out throughout my house that I think are typical kid messes. They are typical kid messes, and they're ones that could be a little bit difficult and confusing to try and get off. I wrote them down here, that's why I keep looking down. But anyway, I have a lot of experience in the area of kid messes. My kids are 5, 4, 2, 1, and a newborn. The newborn doesn't make much of a mess, and the 5-year-old is kind of getting out of that stage, which is nice. My 4-year-old, she doesn't make too many messes. She did stick a sticker on the dining room table, which is our first mess to clean up today. But mostly, for the most part, I have to go get the baby 1 second. Sorry about that. But for the most part, it's my 1-year-old and 2-year-old who are the main culprits. So my first mess is going to be the sticker on the dining room table. Like I said, when people get stickers on things, there are many ways to clean it up, many different methods. Some people use just good old soap and water. Some people use different essential oils, and I've seen it in many different ways. I have a couple different methods that have worked for me in the past, but I think I have found the best method for me anyway. So I'm going to share that with you guys. My next mess to clean up is we have marks on a couple walls from our rocking chair where it hits the wall, so that's going to be fun. And that's, I'm not even sure if I can get that off, quite honestly, but I'm going to do my best trying to get that off. Then we have pen on our upholstery. Specifically, I'm going to be working on my ottoman today. We have pen all over our couches as well, but I'm going to just be working on that one spot on the ottoman. And for the most part in this house, I like to use non-toxic cleaners. I like to avoid chemicals, but for certain things, there are a couple of things that are tried and true. Specifically, I will mention the spot, what is it called? Spot shot, maybe, something like that. I will use for some upholstery, and I will use sometimes a chemical-y toilet cleaner, but definitely keep out of reach of children. And what's the other thing that I use that's chemical-y? Oh, Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. And sometimes I use the off-brand. Honestly, I don't think the off-brand works quite as well, but the jury's still out on that one, at least for me. Let me know what you guys have found with that. I know there are a lot of different brands because, I mean, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser is amazing, but it's also extremely bad for you. So, I will tell you a quick story though. One time, one of my kids took a chunk out of a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, like bit a chunk out of it, and I don't even know how she got it. And I freaked out thinking that she swallowed it, and I searched the house and I found it, the piece that she had bit off, like, because I didn't even see it in her mouth. I was just freaking out anyway. But that was almost a scare. Believe me, I've had to call poison control more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. But moving on, I will also be working on just basic dirt that the kids have gotten on molding, walls, whatever else. I think I'm just going to work specifically on molding today. There is butter on a couple of walls because one day my 1-year-old got a hold of butter. I thought I cleaned it up, but as usual, I was in a rush and I don't think I got it quite all the way. There is this one wall. Now we have pen on different walls in the house, but there's this one specific wall that has very old pen markings that I just want to see if I can get rid of because I haven't been able to. I've used many different methods, and honestly, I think the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser is going to be the best for certain things, but we'll see. There is fresh chalk on my son's toy box. It's actually all throughout the room he put chalk. I have to clean that up. But I'm specifically going to focus on the toy box today since it is the worst. And I do think it's going to be very easy to clean. There is also paint on their plastic slide. My sons have a plastic slide in their room. I was just doing my makeup, by the way. So I have a couple things to finish up here. Anyway, I'll do that while I'm talking before my 1-year-old gets hold of that too. So my 5-year-old son was in his room the one day just painting. I had him go in there to paint and just shut the door so the other kids couldn't get in there. And I don't know if he left the door open accidentally or something. Like he just, or somehow, I don't know. My 1-year-old is pretty intelligent and crazy. So I think she may have broken in. And she stuck her finger in the paint and then put it on the slide. So there is paint on their plastic slide. And one of my kids decided to draw crayon all over their wall in their room, so that's in the boys' room. I have to work on that as well. And there's a lot of crayon on that wall. There is also dry erase marker by the dry erase board on the wall, so I'll have to work on that. And there you have it. These are our 10 messes that we're going to be working on today. My mascara is a little bit sticky. Before I get started, I just wanted to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video if these are videos that interest you, because I post all about motherhood and homemaking, cooking videos, cleaning videos, motivation, things like that. So if you want to join me, please hit the subscribe button, leave me a happy friendly comment below, and thank you so much for watching. Let's go. What are you doing, Tabby? What are you staring at? I have to put her in her bumbo seat so I can work on the sticker on the dining room table. What are you looking at? What I have here is a baby. Hello, baby. And a paper towel with olive oil. I'm just going to rub that on the sticker. Then I'm going to sprinkle baking soda on top. And then this paper towel with the oil, this is olive oil, I don't know if I said that. I'm just going to rub it in a little bit and then leave it there. So I've had it on for maybe a minute or two. I've seen this method used before with coconut oil and baking soda. So we'll see if it works. Hello there, baby girl. And while that's soaking, I'm going to move on to the next mess. So here I do have a name brand Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. It's a little bit old, but it should work. This eraser is slightly moistened, but we'll see if it does anything. So it definitely is working. It's just not working well. Let me try to get this smaller spot off. That one there. There we go. It is getting it off, it's just taking a while. So honestly, I think that if I just keep working at this, it's going to come off. It will just take a while. Just a couple minutes later, and it's looking a lot better. So it is looking so much better now. I've been scrubbing away at it. And I think I'm going to stop just because if you look really closely, all these little spots are kind of embedded in there. I don't know, they're like scratched in, and I keep scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and can't get them off. So overall, I think it's a pretty good, pretty successful. That was definitely, I mean, this is what the eraser looks like. Yeah, that was a success. I got a baby looking at me. Hi. So cute. So my 1-year-old was running around with this paper towel. Hopefully, I mean, I'm going to try and see if it comes off. Like I said, I've seen this trick done before with coconut oil, and I have tried it and it didn't work for me. But I thought I'll just try it again and I'll use olive oil. I'll see if it will work. It's actually not looking that bad. So it's pretty soaked with oil. I'm going to, I think, use a sponge now and see if it comes up. This sponge just has hot water and soap. I'm using Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. And I'm going to see if this comes up. So far I got all the basic, you know, the stickery pieces off, but there's still some sticky residue on there. I'm going to see if it comes off with some more scrubbing. If you can see here, yeah, this sticker stuff, the sticky residue is not coming off. So I'm thinking if I just put the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap right over top of it and then place this sponge with hot water, kind of rub it in there and then put it over it for a bit. We'll see if that does anything. It has been on there for a few minutes and it is coming off. That makes me so happy. Sometimes the trick is patience. That is the secret to cleaning, just patience. Hot soap and water, never underestimate them, seriously guys. It is like my holy grail, hot soap and water. There we go. This is all clean, and now I just have to clean up the soap and water. And as you know, it's really not hard to clean up soap and water. It basically cleans itself. I just wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, Mrs. Meyer's dish soap, my opinion of it, this is like my first time using it, my first bottle that I'm using. It smells really good. I'm using the honeysuckle scent currently, and it goes a long way. I feel like it suds up really well, and I don't have to keep putting it on my sponge or whatever I'm using. So that part is good. I do feel like it's maybe not as good on grease as Dawn is, but the jury's still out on that one as well. Also, I want to show you guys these rags. They are amazing. So literally, to clean up that soap and water, all I did was I wet one of these, just wiped it once, and now I squeezed it out really good, and I'm just wiping just because I feel a little bit of stickiness, but it's so slight, you can barely tell. So I was looking for rags. First of all, I wanted them to be soft, but sometimes when you get soft rags, they get fuzzies on the rest of the laundry in the wash, and I didn't want that. And I did not really want microfiber because I don't really like the way it feels on my skin when I hold it. So I really took a gamble getting these. They had good reviews, but there weren't too many of them. I do not regret this one tiny bit. These rags are so amazing. They're absorbent. They are soft. This is not sponsored, by the way. They are, what is the other word? They don't leave fuzzies. They are non-fuzzy leaving. They are soft on the skin, too, which that's like the most important thing to me right now. So definitely my skin gets dry in the winter, so it just doesn't feel good sometimes on different things, but this is so good. I love these rags. Do you see there's just like one spot here that is not coming up very well? Let me just keep rubbing it. Can you guys see how amazing this looks? That's where it was sticky before, but it is totally gone. Anyway, I think we've had enough of this dining room table. I'm going to move on to the next mess. Well, like I said, this is one of the few times I will use chemicals. I think you did, Titus. And this is what Titus is talking about. He just drew pen on this chair, so I'll have to get that up too. So that's going to be fun. Actually, let me go ahead and spray that. There's not a lot left in here. I definitely will be purchasing more. It has gone a long way. May as well just scrub the whole thing down. I will not be sitting on that today, unless I forget that it's wet. That won't be fun. Next, I'm just spraying this ottoman. I try to get just an even coat, not to soak it up too much in one spot. So it works a little better when I'm not trying to also film. So there we go. It's all sprayed. See all that pen? Hopefully that comes off. And all this fresh pen as well. Now when I do this type of cleanup, I usually use a hot water. I usually use hot water and a sponge. And this sponge has a little bit of soap left on it. But what I do is, I tried to rinse it out. See, that's what I'm talking about, Mrs. Myers. It goes a long way. I rinsed it out a few times. So I'm just going to try and soak this up. It's been on for a few minutes. Probably could be on a little bit longer. And this is basically what I do. I'm going to continue to rinse out this sponge. Obviously, it needs it. And get back to you guys. So here we go. I decided I'll try a little bit on the ottoman so you guys can see how well this works, because it usually does work pretty well. I don't know if I've ever tried pen, but very similar things, because makeup, some of that is waterproof and everything, and that was really bad. I've cleaned a lot of horrible messes with this stuff. And there you go. It is off. Now I just have to really soak this up, get all the soap off of it, and it's going to be good as new. I have to show you guys this. This is the ottoman, not a spot on it. Perfectly clean. And this, my friends, is the water bowl. Absolutely disgusting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse this out, fill it with hot water again, and do another rinse on the ottoman just to make sure there's no filthy, yucky dirt in there. I kid you not, guys, this water was clean like a few seconds ago, and I went over the ottoman one more time, and that's what I got out of it. So I'm definitely going to go over it again. I'm just going to show you guys this time. So this is clear, clean water. Dipping the sponge in, still clear, and then scrubbing this. Okay, it's definitely not as bad this time, so that's good. This is what the chair looks like, all clean. I definitely got a lot of dirty water out of the chair as well, but I got all the pen out, so definitely a success. Also, I wanted to update you guys. This is what the table is looking like where the sticker was. You can see the light shining on it. The sticker is completely gone. All the residue is gone as well. What are you doing, baby? For the dirt here on this molding, I just have a hot water soap on a sponge. And look at that. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. Like I was saying, I did have some butter on the walls from my 1-year-old, but I just cleaned that up with hot water and soap. And yeah, I do think that's the best thing for anything greasy, including walls. Hey guys, I decided to end this video before I'm completely done. I am so tired. I don't know if you could tell. My husband and oldest son are on an airplane right now up in the sky. I'm waiting for them to get home. And I just want to edit this video and get it up. So part 2 will be coming round the mountain when she comes. Thank you so much. It's probably going to be on a Monday. I don't know which Monday. Maybe it's going to be on Friday. I don't know. Maybe I'll even do a Wednesday video. Now I'm just rambling. Okay. Toodaloo.